Well, hello everyone. Day 37 via the videos, and we've been looking at backgrounds for the last week or so. Now this background I can't quite touch, but you can see this background where I'm at. A little different from where I've been. I am now, let's see, I'm in a little town called Buchanan, Virginia. So heading my way north towards Lexington, and put in quite a few miles today. Walked pretty hard. I knew I was going to have a pretty long walk, so did a good 16, 17 miles today, which is pretty good for an old geezer like me. And getting kind of late in the day, and I walked into the town. Didn't know exactly where I was going to be able to stay, and bumped into a couple right here in Buchanan, John and Maggie George, and they run a bed and breakfast called the Rhine River Inn. And the Rhine River Inn is actually an old historic Civil War home that was built, I believe it was built somewhere around 1840 as I'm looking at it here. And they have migrated here from New Jersey, and decided that they wanted to get out of the city. And John is ex-police officer, and so they transplanted here and just wanted the simple, rural life, and they're just absolutely loving it. Do they understand and fully get the problems that we have here in America and why I'm walking for Team America? But they tell me that there's a lot of folks here in the town. In fact, they had a big meeting here just past Sunday, and or they were at a restaurant, and there was a woman there talking about it, and got the whole restaurant involved in the conversation. So people here really get it. They understand what's going on. They understand the dangers of this administration and the dangers that our government is moving in. They absolutely understand the dangers of political correctness. And talking with John, he shared with me a few stories from his police days in New Jersey about some of the insanity that was going on in there, or up there in that city with political correctness, and it's just absolutely out of control. And in fact, some of the stories he shared with me are just downright scary. And at some point, maybe I'll share some of that with you. But what I wanted to do initially here, and it's going to get a little jerky, and I've got the shaky thumb, but I wanted to show you this this incredible place that they have. So I'm going to walk out to the sidewalk because I want you to see the work that they've done to restore this old building that was built in the 1840s. It's actually on the historic registry, and what an addition to this town. I might not be able to get it all. Let me see. I'll try to walk across the street and not get hit by a car. How's that? So if I do get hit by a car, it's going to be all your guys' fault, because I'm trying to do these videos for you guys. Hopefully you're watching them, and paying attention. But take a look at this old building. I mean, they have completely restored it. I just came upon it by, just by chance, and Maggie was doing some of the landscaping, and the landscaping is just absolutely magnificent. I mean, it's done so very well. Wow, everything's backwards. I'm going to make you all sick. First time I've done this, but just a phenomenal, piece of history. And I don't know if you can see in the background, it's a gigantic mountain in the background. I mean, the topography here is breathtaking. It's just absolutely beautiful. And here, let me walk forward and see if I can't show you some of the landscaping and things too that they've done. And I want to kind of show you the work that these people have. Can you see? A little dark, but just everything is just perfectly done, and the inside of the building, just absolutely reflects everything that they've done outside so meticulously. They've done inside as well. There's a little beautiful little fountain area here. So I've got a little card here. And I don't know if they want. There they are. I don't know if they want to actually come over here and be on the American site. But that's John and Maggie right there, and their daughter. Just a family affair. They've got 2 children, I believe, and they all just working really hard at this. It's inspiring to see a family like that, pulling together today when so many families are pulling apart. It's refreshing to see a family that's actually working together. Let me just read you some of this. It's called the Rhine River Inn, and it's here in Buchanan, Virginia. And they've got a website. It's www.ther H-E-I-N riverinn.com. I'll spell it. www.THERHEINRIVERINN, all one word. It's the Rhine River Inn, all one word. Here, maybe I can just do this. Can you read it? Maybe if I just put it up there like that. There it is. There's the website. And if any of you folks happen to be coming through this part of the country, which if you want a little getaway and some history, by the way, this is the place to come to. It's just a beautiful little town. This is a beautiful little spot. And John and Maggie run this Rhine River Inn, which is a German. They have a German restaurant as well. It's just tremendous with salmon and lamb and all kinds of German libations, and they've really done it up well. And it's at 19391 Main Street, Buchanan. The spring hours, Wednesday to Thursday, from 4 to 9. Oh, that's the restaurant. We have takeout. So I just urge everybody to, if you happen to be coming through this way, or if you're looking for a place to come, this is the place to come. Buchanan, Virginia, and look up the Rhine River Inn. These folks have been absolutely amazing. Of course, we talked about Team America. They saw me earlier in the day. They told me, I was just walking through town, and Maggie, like I say, was doing a lot of the gardening out there, and she recognized me from much earlier in the day when I was walking. And so we got talking about where I might be able to find a little place to stay, and I understood there was a little Yogi Bear campground that I might have been able to just get a little primitive campsite. And they were more than willing to help me make a reservation there, get me down there, do whatever I needed to do to get taken care of. And so we continued to talk, and I met everybody, met the family, and as it turns out, they ended up having as I was standing there, they ended up having a cancellation. And so they have generously and so graciously opened the bed and breakfast up to me, and are going to, I figured, great, they'll give me a room at least. I didn't have to walk anymore because I was pretty tired. But they've graciously given me the room, and when I got up there, they had to make it all up. And when I got up there, they said, look, we're going to pay for the room, no charge on the room, and they're going to take me out to breakfast in the morning. I mean, it's just been, it's been a godsend. And again, this is just for me, and I guess for believers, this is where we just say, God intervenes and more than fills our needs if we just be faithful to Him. And I am so appreciative and so thankful that I bumped into John and Maggie tonight, who have really very much helped me out tonight. John and Maggie George. And these are just amazing people. I mean, they're so friendly, so open. Typical when you find people that are going to run a B&B, because that's just kind of, I think, how the personality of these people are. Is they're just very open, very generous, giving people. And that is exactly how John and Maggie and their family are. So that's kind of the rundown of today, a little bit different. There's a lot of politics going on. I know that you guys are all probably on board and watching it. I know a lot of times it just seems like I'm preaching to the choir, but it's my hope that you guys are spreading these videos around and getting the conversation started to other people who need to understand our points of view. Pretty disturbed with the New York City bombing incident. Mainly it's disturbing to find out that the mayor and some of the other politicians have actually come out and said, we don't want, like the mayor said, we don't want to prejudge anything, but it could be anything. It could even be a right-wing wacko that just doesn't like the Obama health care. Where do they come up with this stuff? I mean, America, really and truly, we got to start waking up. We got to realize that this is not politics as usual. We are at war, and we don't really even have a dog in the fight. And I know you've heard me say this over and over and over, but it just keeps getting worse and worse. And in fact, there was a woman who does talk radio. I guess it's syndicated somewhere out in the Midwest somewhere, and she was actually came out and said, well, I was really kind of hoping that it would have not been, Pakistani or an Afghan or somebody of color, because now this just gives the right more excuses to, be hypocritical and be racist and all this stuff. You're going, what do you wished it was a white guy? I mean, America, really and truly, we got to wake up. We got some real major problems in this country that we better start facing, because at this point, folks, we're losing the battle. So that's what it's all about, Team America. I'm going to go. I'm almost out of time. I will do another video, I promise you. God bless you. God bless America. And I'm going to keep walking, so you guys got to do your part, and you keep talking. I'm walking, you're talking. See See you later.